Good morning, and I hope you've been well, and this is part 136 of the Pokemon Rejuvenation V13.5 Let's Play, set mode, no items, so yeah. So for today's episode, we will be getting into a lot of the more smaller to medium-sized side quests, so yeah. But before we do get into today's side quest episode, I do want to go over and list off what I would like to get done this episode. If you don't want to listen for whatever the reason may be, I should have a timestamp in the comment section below. If I do forget, you could just skip on ahead, but I think I've been pretty okay at remembering to add those within the guide comment thing that I do for every video, but I'm sure there's a few that I missed, so apologies for that. But anyways, if you want to skip on ahead or use that if it is available there, you can go ahead and do so. Now on to listing off what I would like to get done this episode. I would like to get done with the... I worded that weird, but that's okay. I would like to get into and complete the Lux apartment side quest. That's the one with how you get yourself a Gibble. I would like to get into the Finnegan quest. I would like to do the Aquarium side quest, SPU delivery, Colvier sisters that's battling the two remaining ones, Venus and Neptune. I would like to complete the Kimono Girls side quest. I want to go to the fan club. It's not really a side quest, but it's more so how we get ourselves a department store stamp. So I kind of want to go through that and then go to Evergreen to capture the Emperor, which is I think a level 65 or 70 Empoleon. Go to the old lady's home, get ourselves our prize for being worthy enough for Emperor to allow us to capture it. And I think that's pretty much it, honestly. Definitely quite a few, quests that we gotta get done, but we'll get there. We'll get there and we'll get it all done. Now, to kind of like re-say some stuff that I brought up before, the next episode, I really want to get into the more event-like Pokemon, some pseudo-legends, starter Pokemon that we haven't captured yet, etc, etc. So we will be getting into that next episode. And then we have one final side quest episode, and for that one we will be getting into the Badge Doors event or side quest. I guess technically a side quest. Yeah, I'll just call it a side quest to keep it simple. Next up is the dive spot for Heliojack Island, or well, the factory I should say more specifically, and Aquamarine Cave. The next one, Strange House, and then the final one, the submarine quest with Jolene. Those 5, like I mentioned before on past episodes, I want to dedicate an episode to completing those 5, mainly because there's a lot of lore heavy stuff that kind of happens with those ones, so that's going to be probably a lengthy spoiler rant kind of episode, but yeah. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it with all of that, so... yeah, I guess like one final thing real quick to wrap it up. I don't want to take too long, even though I usually do with these kind of intros, especially with the side quest episodes. I do apologize about that. I don't mean for it to be super lengthy with these, rants and explanations and advice and whatnot, but it's just how I am. But anyways, before I ramble on, I don't want to get into any specifics. Some certain events have been happening in my life, and there may be some times where videos kind of slow down a little bit. I will try to stay on top of it to do at least 4 videos a week as normal. I know I mentioned it on one of these videos that I want to get back into like 5 Rejuvenation because of V14. There's no like announcement for V14, but I would suspect it would come out sometime this year towards the fall or winter time at the latest, maybe early 2026. I don't really know, but I really want to get back on the ball and put more time into it, but certain things have kind of changed that isn't so good. I mean, like, I'm fine and everything, it's just, I don't know, I don't like getting into like personal stuff with like life and yada yada yada, but it'll be okay. Whatever happens, happens. But if there is kind of like a slowdown, it's probably because I'm focused on other stuff. So yeah, love you guys. Let's get into the episode. Alrighty, so the first one that I want to get into is the Colvier Clan Sisters. I just want to get those battles on out of the way, so yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I believe we have to go this way in order to get to her. I'm thinking we'll get the more difficult one first, and then we'll go to the second more difficult one, being Venus. Hopefully I got this right. I'm pretty sure we gotta go through this way. Now do bear with me, it's been a minute, but I think I should be in the right area. Now, oh, wrong button. I didn't mean to slow down for a second there. Let me turn that down to 0. Also, what was that? Complete help. I thought we did do that. Oh, maybe that's doing that for like the next one that can't be done yet. I see. I got it. Okay. That's probably what it is. Because I don't think I would forget to get my rewards. I might check later though, just in case. Knowing me, I probably have done something wacky like that. Right, but anyways, before we get into the battle, I did spend some time on both battles. Surprisingly, now I know most likely it's not going to go the way that I intended it to, because it never does. Venus took me like 3-4 tries. I think 3, no, yeah, about 3-4, something like that. It's been a few days since I've done these battles like off screen. I would say about the same with Neptune as well. But I did make a team that I, battled her with and was able to win with, so yeah, knowing this, it's probably gonna go upside down because, again, that's just how life is. But hopefully this works just about the same way. I just gotta remember what I did in order for this team in particular to win, but yeah, before we do get into the battle though, I will show the team, of course. So we have our Alola Muck here. Next up is Ice Cream, Tangrowth, Rotom Wash. Also, I don't know why you're Brave Nature. I do need to change that. And then we have Sonar. And then Quagsire. Real quick, I probably should... Do I have... Yes, I want you to be bold. Oh, and I just saw you don't have a berry. Okay, cool. Oh, whoops. I meant to go to the save real quick. And also, just to make sure... Yes, set mode. We're good. Okay. So I think with that being said and done, I guess we'll get on with this one. How dare you interrupt my training? I have been underwater for approximately 45 days. This process was only possible through the sheer strength of my Pokemon. And what of you? What brings you to the depths of this vast trench? I see. You were sent by the government to kill me. Again? I, Neptune, second member of the Colvier clan, will destroy you here and now. Okay, so... Raichu here, and as you can see, this is why we lead with Alola Muck here. There are quite a few dark types that you can, use for this. The reason that I like Alola Muck is because it's very bulky and it can take hits very well, so yeah. We're gonna go for Knockoff here because I believe it has a item. Yeah, right, a Life Orb there. And as some may know, and if you don't, that's fine, Knockoff is a move that increases if used on an opponent's Pokemon that is holding an item. I think it's like 1.2 times like more, or 1.5, it's something like that. So Very solid move overall. Right, at this point, I just let the Alola Muck go. It did its job. Thank you, Claire, for doing that. Let's go into Quagsire here. I think Toxic is the play. DD definitely looks scary, but if I'm not mistaken, we should be okay in this situation. Right. I want to keep Quag healthy, so let's go into Knots. The reason for this is mainly because Knots can take hits very well from Dhelmise, and I just needed to go for knockoff to get rid of its Assault Vest. The reason for that is Assault Vest increases the special defense, so like for example I could have gone to Sonar, right? But Sonar wouldn't really be able to do a whole lot because of that Assault Vest. Knots pretty much takes care of that for me. And again, takes hits pretty well. So it's just weak enough that I'm confident in Sonar taking it out here with Air Slash. So now that's gone. 3 Pokemon left. I'm trying to remember. It's Blastoise, Samurott, and some other Pokemon that I don't remember. I'm pretty sure with the underwater field, Blastoise would outspeed me. So... I think Quag is the play. I'm just trying to remember how I went about this battle before. Toxic looks fine. Amnesia isn't a bad idea either, but I think I'd just rather go for Toxic and just do whatever damage that I can. Maybe this would have been the better play. Maybe. I'm not sure, honestly. I don't think you really outspeed, so let me go into you. Light Screen. Reflect. Rotom. Yes, Substitute I think is okay. Hydro. And because of our screens, we're in a very solid position. I don't think that crit really mattered there, because I think initially it went over half. Even if it didn't, let's say it broke the sub, we would just Hydro again, honestly. I don't think that crit really mattered, honestly. So, yeah. T-Bolt. And that's pretty much it, honestly. I know there's all sorts of different ways you can go about this battle. I would say, again, bulky offensive is the way to go with these kind of battles, because her team, you know, with it being in the water field and whatnot, it gives her a very solid advantage against you. So my recommendation is, if you don't want to use the team that I use, that's fine, because like, again, like I understand why people want to, like, you know, solve it on their own. It's a lot of fun doing it that way, but hopefully this kind of at least gives you some sort of idea if you're, you know, watching these videos for advice on these kind of battles, because I know some can have a lot of difficulties with these ones, so yeah. But anyways, I'm starting to run out of air. Wait a minute, you're not an assassin, truly. Well then, in that case, please take this as a token of my defeat. They say when all 5 shards are brought together, something mysterious will happen. I already know what that is, but will you ever figure it out? Only time will tell. One last thing, please also take this. Cool. Alon got 1 stamp. I must return to the surface now. My stamina has run out. Farewell. And then I'm pretty sure... I guess we can... No, not you. I was gonna say, I think we can meet up with her on the surface. but I do want to grab that real quick. I'm pretty sure she's on one of these islands. Yeah, here she is. My endurance was truly tested by you today. When all 5 of those shards are brought together, something will happen. However, the 5th member of our clan is still out training. I doubt you will be able to find her. I'm pretty sure she's talking about Nove, if I'm not mistaken. Oops, not that. Next up is the... whatchamacallit? I believe Zone 0. Right. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the pause there. I decided to off-screen redo the team just to save time and whatnot. But anyways, for the next battle with the Colvir clan sister, Venus, if I'm not mistaken, we have Olympia here, our defensive swamper, Sonar here, Sheriff, Lycanroc, Ampharos, Hippowdon, and that's pretty much it. I believe I said Sheriff, Talonflame, of course, so yeah. But anyways, whatchamacallit, we want to go this way. Now, this is also, again, one of those ones that I got to remember how I went about this one, because I honestly don't really remember. We'll make it work, we'll make it work. Oh my first customer! Peggy, please get our guests some drinks, would you? Oh, Peggy, you're such a kidder. I wish I had friends. Anyway, welcome. I am Venus, the 3rd member of the Colvir clan. I found this empty apartment and decided to do a little remodel here and there. It was a small project, but then it turned into a big one. Next thing I know, Peggy shows up and asks for volunteer. Isn't that right, Peggy? I think I read that sentence wrong, sorry, but anyways, don't mind her, she's kinda shy, she can actually hold a conversation quite well. Anyway, I've been itching for a challenge, so if you're up for that, please talk to me. Sounds like a plan. Yay, challenger time! I, Venus, the 3rd member of the Colvir clan, accept your challenge. You may find my Pokemon to look weak, but that's not the case. Tell them, Peggy. She has such a way with words. Anyway, let's go. I wonder if that's a SpongeBob reference. I'm pretty sure it is. What was that episode again? Sandy watching... It was like some sort of like show at the Krusty Krab or something like that with like, I think it was Gary singing? Something of the sort. But anyways, right, I normally like the Earthquake here. This can get a little bit tricky because it's one of these kind of fields that it's hard to like describe, but like you'll kind of like notice how it says like okay, powerful, over 9,000, weak. I don't know if it's like random per se when that all happens, but it can get a little bit wacky, just to keep it simple. Rillaboom here, I don't remember what I did. I don't remember if I went... I don't remember. Let me... This might be the stupidest thing that I've done. Just let it go. Talon. Brave Bird. Get rid of this thing because Rillaboom is a menace. I'm trying to remember. You have Aqua Jet, don't you? Yes. You do that. Then I do this. And then you're gone. 3 Pokemon left. Steelix. Yes, just do your thing. I'm out. Hippowdon. What did I think I just go for Earthquake, actually. That's kind of the tricky thing. Cause like that's the thing. Cause like if I can get at least like one that is like powerful, for an example, and not like two OKs, I feel like I could have done that better. I don't really know. Because like the final two, cause like for example, cause of like Sand and whatnot, Air Slash isn't gonna take it. Oh, it does. I'm a little bit surprised, actually. I really thought, because I'm kind of surprised. Hold up. Well, I guess it goes back to the one advice that I always gave. Even if you're in a losing position, don't stop until it's completely over. Huh. And then of course we have this guy in the back, so yeah, we're fine. Peggy, get the gun. I don't know why I really thought, well, I know we have the sky plate, to be fair. Yeah, I guess. Maybe I'm just overthinking that. I don't know why I thought it would have like taken the hit. I'm actually kind of curious. I could probably just pause here though. I want to know what item that Steelix had. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. River Clan. Why? Oh, it's on story mode, that's why. Classic. What's your item? No, yeah, it's a Soul Vest too. Oh, I see. Because, like, it doesn't have, like, EVs and special defense. It's all in attack and HP. I don't know. I feel like with a Soul Vest, and if it had it all in, like, special defense and, like, HP, for an example, I feel like, and especially, like, under, Wait, does Sand give a buff to special defense if it's a rock type or ground? Actually, it might be... No, I think it's rock, not... Or does it do the ground too? I don't remember. You know, it doesn't matter. What's done is done. I guess we're gonna continue on. I don't need to be, like, thinking about this and creating hypotheticals and whatnot. I'm just kidding. I would never hurt you. But you did hurt my feelings by beating me. Not cool. You know what is cool, though? Shine, sparkle, sparkle. Peggy, we're going to have to change our battle strategy from here on out. You know what? Since you're changing things up, why don't you take this as well? Now you'll be able to party just like Venus and Peggy did. Yay! Peggy and I are going to work on becoming better, isn't that right, Peggy? Oh, Peggy, modest as always. Alright, so that does it for that, then. Thankfully, we didn't have too much of a rough time with those two battles. Okay, so what I want to do is re-heal the team. And that takes care of both of those battles there. Next up is... You know, since we're already in Zone 0, let's get into the Lux apartment. Now, before we do this, there is a... I don't remember if I grabbed it or not. I will show the location of it. I'm pretty sure there's a key down below. Is it this? No. It might be all the way over here. Yes, okay, so I did not grab it. You will need this, by the way, in order to start up this quest. And by the way, the Lux apartment is the one where you get yourself a Gibble. So you do absolutely need that key in particular. So do not forget to grab it. Okay, so the Lux apartment... also, I think there's like one more key. I think I already like grabbed it before. Yeah, I think there's like one more like right here. For some sort of spot that I forgot about. But anyways, let's focus on this quest here. Now, it's been a minute since I've done this. But we're at Sparkle's, I think there's... What was it again? Was it that it did that and then I gotta go to another room? Sorry, it's been so long since I've done this. Or maybe... Oh, okay. So we grab that key that's right there. And then... So we see those there. So... Oh wait, did it say we picked the key? Oh wait, right. There's multiple levels, right. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for the pause there. I guess I'm gonna be doing this until I find the right one. Okay, here we go. So... Well, this one didn't sparkle. Or is it... Is it because of the one that down... The one... I'm wording this weird, sorry. If I remember correctly, does the downstairs one indicate... I actually might have to go back to one of my older tutorial videos on this one. I actually might. I don't remember. It's been so long since I've done this one. And it may not even be in this apartment. Yeah, hold up. Okay, hold up. I went back to the old me. I feel stupid. I see. Okay. So it's on one of these. Okay. Now, I mainly just like skipped on ahead to get to the next point. I didn't watch the rest of it. I missed what number key that said, so... Let's see if we can... Okay, so that one doesn't do anything. So it's gotta be on one of the lower level ones then. We went through... Actually... Okay, not that one. So then... Okay, this one. This one I think I remember. Isn't it like in this room somewhere? It'd just be easier if I look at my own video. Hold up. Okay. thing told me. I assume then we go up here. Sorry, not that one. Here we go. I'm gonna feel stupid, but I think it's on the bed. Yes, okay. At least I remember that one. And then... not that one. Maybe for this one? No? Because, like, you can't go over there. I'm blind. Sorry. And then you fall, right? Yeah, I think I... And you go in here. I think it's... yeah. And then... right, so now you can go back into this room. Back up... okay, I think I'm starting to remember. Probably not. We'll see. Here we go. Then now we... I think we go... sorry, not there. Am I dumb? Yes, I am. Back down we go. Here we go. And then that leads to the lever that's down here, right? We'll grab... oh, great item. And then that... right. Perfect. Took a little bit more time, but that's okay. I know I'm a little bit rusty at this, so I do apologize about that. Oops, can I... there we go. Okay, so with that being said and done, that's pretty much it for the Gibble quest. I think they're on... am I blind again? Where were they? They're somewhere around here. Maybe they're more towards the upper area. Let's take a peek. Were they up here? I don't... yes, yeah. Here we go. So then you can go into here. Right, now you can loop on down into here. And that's pretty much how you get yourself a Gibble. Now, I will be doing this on my own time. Here's the tricky thing. I want a shiny Gibble. I really want to get a shiny for all the starters and for the pseudo legends. I also want to do what that one longtime viewer talked to me about, which is using Mr. Luck's technique contract. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it does something that it teaches it moves that it normally doesn't learn. Like, of course, like, it doesn't mean like Garchomp is gonna now have Play Rough for whatever reason, but I think it's like moves that are teachable to it that it normally wouldn't get. Now, I don't know if that means, like, for an example, like I can get like a DD Garchomp by chance, or one with like Earthquake. I assume that, okay, DD might be a stretch, I don't think that's gonna be a thing, but like Earthquake for an example, and maybe like a few other stuff. So yeah, either way, I want to go through this. I'm gonna re-roll it, but if you want to Gibble, That's pretty much how you do it. So yeah, so let me go on ahead and let's get into the Fennekin one next. That's a simple one. Since we're going after Pokemon and whatnot, let's keep the ball rolling on that one. So if I'm not mistaken, do you want to go to Kukuri Village? I believe it's... Is it her? I was so lonely after that Braxton visited me. In truth, she was my favorite visitor in quite some time. I was annoyed at the time, but I liked her company. She hasn't visited me again, so I decided to go out and capture my own Pokemon. To my surprise, I found these two Fennekin running around in the jungle. It was fate, but I still missed that Braxton from before. I wish I had something to remember her. So, if I'm not mistaken, if you remember with the battle with Delpha and Clear, well, Braxton and Clear, but before she transformed into Delpha, she lost her wand to Clear, pretty much. And we gotta... Actually, no, we don't have to go up. We can actually use that there. And then go here. And there should be a surf area if I'm not mistaken. Yes, here we go. Can I... There we go. So you can grab the magic wand. And... whatchamacallit? Pretty much like head back to the lady within the one home. Now... I went the wrong way. Sorry. Now, similar to Gibble, I'm not going to accept it from her yet. I will be re-rolling for a shiny. I mean, I could take it and just like breed for a shiny, but I mean, I guess I could do that. That's probably the easier way, honestly. Yeah, I may just do that then. But anyways, I was so lonely after... Oh, sorry. Wait, that one? That's the same one that Braxton had a long time ago. Please, let me keep that. In exchange, I'll let you have one of my Fennekin. Yes, thank you. Here you go, one Fennekin to go. And then... yeah, I'll just breed to keep it simple to get the shiny. Thank you. Have fun with Fennekin. So that takes care of that quest there. The next one that I would like to get into is... let's see here. I guess we can go to Evergreen. Yeah, let's get that one done. Sorry if my phone's picking up. I guess I'm getting a few messages. But pretty much, there's a lot of like cool like things you could do here. I guess we could just like get this one out of the way. You can get yourself a Sneasel up here. I know this is probably one I should do for the event Pokemon, but that's okay, we're already here. That's okay. Sorry, not Weavile, Sneasel. If I said Weavile, sorry, but Tomato. It evolves into Weavile, of course. Very solid Pokemon overall. Not the most defensive on the planet, but it is a glass cannon. Voice crack there. It hits like a truck. It's very, very fast. Definitely not one to underestimate, so it is a very, very solid Pokemon overall. It kind of reminds me of the times of using it within... well... you know, actually thinking about it, I didn't use it a ton back then during like Gen 6 OU, but I definitely did use it. Mainly because, whatchamacallit, Lando T running around. But to be fair, I always prefer like Rotom as like a Lando counter. Anyways, oh right, sorry, you gotta stand on this thing. And then that activates that. And then if you didn't know about this, I guess you're about to see it for the first time, potentially. You can get yourself a Piplup in here, but our main guy is right here. If I'm not mistaken, Emperor will only appear when you... I think you have to defeat Rylan, or the gym battle before Rylan. I don't quite remember, but you do need a substantial amount of gym badges, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, we'll capture the Emperor here. I guess I should probably... Well, no, because of Whirlpool. I'm stuck. I'll just pause here until I capture it. Keep it simple. Alright, so we got the Emperor here. And then I'll just send you back to the PC. And then now, what we want to do is head back to the old lady's home. To keep it simple, let me just do this actually. Just flag in, and then we appear right at her home. Oh, so you've captured the Emperor. My, I didn't think you would be this impressive. Well, like I promised, here's something nice for doing something so amazing. These washed up on shore many decades ago. I never found a use for them. Perhaps you will. Perhaps I shall return home soon. My real home. You thought this is where I really lived? No. This is more like a getaway cabin for me. My actual home is in Neverwinter. Maybe we shall meet there one day. Cool. So, oh, sorry. I meant to save there. And then, I think I showed this before. I did do that one money strat within Mount Valor, if anyone's curious on that. But anyways, whatchamacallit, we got that one done. Next up, I mean, since we're doing the more smaller ones, let's head to Grand Dream City, and let's just get the fan club one out of the way, and then probably get into like SPU delivery. And then this, it's a new mechanic if I'm not mistaken during V13.5. I assume you have to do like quest, do good things, battle and actually win, yada yada yada, until you get the I think it said like 800 or 900 points, like reputation points. I'll show it in a moment. I think I did on one of these episodes, but I'll re-show it once I go through this. Hey, isn't that Alon? That's Alon. Yes, that does seem to be Alon. What a beautiful sight this is. We've been with you through thick and thin, and now you're back with us. You really are a great person. We all saved up our money and bought you a gift, Alon. You inspire all of us and we want to give back. Please take this. Alon got one stamp. An Aerodactylite. Please visit us more often, Alon. We truly are your biggest fans. We'll be rooting for you, even when you lose. So it's a pretty, like, fun and wholesome kind of like quest here. See you around. And then you could pretty much like actually like talk with them. And then, oh, I guess you get some stuff as well. Oh wow, nice. Broma, or bro moment. I don't know what Broma is, I meant to say bro moment. Checking 935, it was either 800 or 900 total, but it's gold star, okay. But yeah, pretty cool little like wholesome event, so yeah. Okay, so next up, SP delivery. I think it's been a minute since I've done this. And the layout is kind of different. It might have to be daytime for this to happen. Because like normally there's like a lady. I don't think it's you. No, it's not you. But there's normally like somebody that like looks like they're like freaking out. It actually might have to be daytime. So I may just need to change the time real quick. Let me just do this real quick. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the pause there. I went about that one battle. I changed it to the afternoon time. So let me see if that might change. Is it you? Whoops. Yes, it is. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, just to say this as well, I think you actually get a karma point for this one as well. So it definitely is worthwhile to do. Oh dear, the street has no street light. I don't know when to cross, and if I don't know when to cross, I don't know what to do. I think I read that wrong, sorry. If I don't know what to do, I just stand here all day because that's all I know what to do. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What do I do? She must suffer. Save this woman. Huh? You want me to cross the street now? Okay, I'll do it. Okay, here I go. Oh god. I'm in the middle of the street. Oh god, oh god, oh god, what do I do? Now, I will give advice. I don't know why I need to, but I love helping people. Do not stop in the middle of the street if you're crossing it. Never, ever do that. Well, unless like there's like an emergency in the middle of the street, that's of course different, but I don't need to make up hypotheticals. Cross the street, don't just stand there. Hey, get off the street. Oh god, oh god. Well, at least you crossed the street. That's just great. Who decided to just walk into the middle of the street and just stay there? Now, for some reason, my truck refuses to start up again. Perfect. Hey kid, you came at the perfect time. You know that? Would you be willing to deliver some packages in my place? Don't look at me like that. Of course there will be a reward for doing so. So, what do you say? Will you help me? Thanks a lot, kid. You're doing me a huge favor. First destination, the clerk in the lobby of the Dream Complex. I'm gonna forget this. Hold up. I'm pretty sure you can always go back to him. Dream Complex. Okay. Return to me once you've... Okay, cool. So he doesn't like list them all. Okay. So Dream Complex is over... If I'm not mistaken, it's the one where we're staying at. No, that's the train station, sorry. There we go. So we want to go into here and talk to him. Oh, you have a package to deliver for me? I see. This package is for one of our residents here, it seems. I will be taking this off your hands now. Thank you. Cool, cool. And then pretty much it's just like a little like back and forth with the SPU delivery driver. There we go. Seems like the next job is for a woman named Patty. She's supposed to work at Mika's Cafe, so that'll be your next destination. Thank you. So, we could pretty much go... Sorry, not that way. I mean, no, we can go up and around. That's okay. Now, to be fair, I probably could just fly and save time, now that I think about it. That's okay. That's okay. Let's go into... Here we go. Hi Alon, welcome to Mika's Cafe. Like, oh my gosh, Alon, is this for me? I've been waiting for my limited edition Destructo Gallicipod figurine. Now this will, like, go perfectly with my collection. Thanks. Please take this for helping me out. For a moment. Okay, now that I think about it, let me just keep it simple. And Yeah, here we go. That's Central Square. And then I think there's one more. Patty has sent me a notice of her item being delivered. Glad that worked out. Oh, okay, so two more, sorry. Only two more parcels left to deliver for today. So your penultimate destination will be in the Judicial District, specifically the officer who works behind the counter. Okay, so on down here. Wrong spot. Would it be... No, not the police force, the judicial building. Or judicial district, sorry. Let me see. Not that one. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the pause there. Let's see if you're waiting. Okay, so it's not you. I think you're just... Yeah, you're just like a Pokemon Center. I will heal the team though, because why not? Maybe it is the police department. Oh, here we go. It is this one. Sorry for running around like that. That parcel, it's for Officer Jenny. I'll be taking that then. Cool, cool. And plus, again, the layout with the city is, like, different than what I'm used to, so... Yeah, I do apologize if I do make some errors. Looks like you've gone ahead and delivered that package. Nice. Now for the final. Well, this is quite awkward. It seems this package is actually a few years old. It was for a scientist many years ago, but they left the region unexpectedly. Because of that, they never got this thing, and it's been in my truck for years. Well, since it's probably no longer matters, how about we open it? It's a bottle of Bubble Dew. It says to spray these in a small, damp areas for the chance of specific rare Pokemon to appear. There's probably no purpose for this thing anymore, so I should just throw it out. But you're a Pokemon trainer, aren't you? Perhaps this means much more to you than it does to me. Hey, I know a place where this bottle may become useful. There's a place called Florin Cave on Route 9. Well, there's a small part of that cave that fits the description perfectly. And since you did the favor of delivering all of these packages for me, I'll go ahead and spray this bottle there for you. So be sure to go there soon to see if this thing actually works or not. Thank you again. So that pretty much completes that. And of course we'll go on to the cave. Wrong spot, sorry. Right, on out of here. And then there should be a beach kind of like area down here. And you just kind of, whoops. Oh, here we go. Go on to here. And you can get yourself a dupe hider. Sorry. No, yeah, I got the name right, dupe hider. What am I? Araquida is probably what I was thinking, or was gonna say. Go for Super Fang here. Sticky Web, pretty good move, honestly. Go ahead and capture you. Nice. And there you go. So that takes care of that there. So what do we have left? Aquarium Quest, the Kimono Girls. Is that really it? We did Evergreen, we did the Fan Club, we did the Gibble Quest, we did the Fennekin one, SP Delivery, Colvier Sisters. Because I know I have like a few other ones, but that's for the next episode. Kimono Girl, Aquarium Quest. Yeah, I guess those are the final two for this episode. Actually, not doing too bad on the timing. Nice. Okay, so since we're on over here, yeah, we could do this one and then just end off with the Aquarium Quest just to keep it simple. Oh wait, sorry. Is this? No, I'm dumb. Sorry. Up here. My bad, my bad. So this one, it's a little bit of, I guess like a search for, I think it's 8 or 9 kimono girls if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. I know I do have a tutorial video on the channel going over it, on all the locations. I hope I remember all of them. I think I do. Probably not. We'll see, we'll see. I truly wish to see the kimono girls perform before they go to the festival. Maybe one trainer will be good enough to complete their challenge by then. Oh wait. Oh wait, I'm dumb. Sorry. You gotta talk to her up here. Apologies, not the hiker. The hiker gives you like the prizes and whatnot for finding them and doing the one battle. Oh right. And there is like a battle towards the end. It's like a gauntlet battle. Each one has one of the EV evolutions, so yeah. But of course, we gotta find them first, and then we'll go into the battle. Are you here to watch us practice for the festival? If that's the case, then I'm afraid you're fresh out of luck. All of my sisters have scattered themselves across the territorial region of Avium. How could they do this right before the festival? We need the practice. I'll bring them back. Would you really do that for me? I very much appreciate hearing that. They wouldn't have left this island and they wouldn't have gone past Route 9, so that leaves Route 7, 8, 9, and Grand Dream City. Please bring them back quickly. Okay, so that's the thing. I don't really remember all of them. I think it's like 8 or 9 of them. So let's see if I can go off of memory here. One of them is over here, within the cave. I believe... Oh! I think I see what that one commenter many months, maybe a year or so ago was talking about. That you can get these like way later within the game, so... yeah. These are pretty neat. I know we already have one because of the one Colvier's sister. So we don't really need one. But that was pretty cool to see. Okay, real quick, what am I doing? That leads there. I'm doing this wrong. Yes, I am. Sorry. There's a path over here. Right, and okay. I see now. My bad on that. Going out here. Over here. I love the feeling of autumn, such a nice and pleasant breeze. It reminds me of the times I used to live in the city with my mother. I know if I try to pronounce the town name, I would butcher it, so I'll just call it the city. Oh, have you been standing there all this time? That's slightly creepy, but I suppose we're just gazing at nature's beauty too. No? That's good. Nature should be admired by both people and Pokemon. After all, that's the planet's gift to us beings who reside on it. We shouldn't tarnish a gift that has been passed down to us. What's that? Ayuna wants me to return so that we can perform once again. I see. I suppose that's something I can do. Thank you for passing on that message to me. What was your name? Alon, was it? I greatly appreciate it, Alon. So that's one there. Let's go here. Because I believe... Not... Well, there is one in Honek Woods, but there's... Here we go. Oi. You have found Moi in a very interesting place, no? I just wanted to experience a little time alone while listening to the waves. I read in a book once that you could learn how to dance by looking at the waves move. They swish back and forth like a metronome. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that you were here. Please take this as an apology. I think I've learned enough from waves today. I'm going to head on back home now. You should visit us on Route 9 whenever you get the chance. Au revoir. So that's 2. Number 3. Yeah, we can go to Honek Woods. She should be somewhere over here. Yes, here we go. Now, she actually gives some pretty interesting stuff, so yeah. Do you know the legends surrounding these stone statues? Apparently the beings depicted here were real at one point. Humanity sought them out so that they could further their ideals. To create the red chain, to prevent the red chain from being created, they turned themselves into stone. Many people mourned their passing, so they were constructed into statues. But thank you for listening to me ramble on about some old fairy tale. I think I'm going to return to the place where I belong. May we meet again. So that's 3 found. There should be 1 within the old manor. Let's see. Was she inside? Probably one of the other rooms then. Right? Yes, here we go. Oh, hello there. What's a trainer doing all the way out here? Have you become lost in the woods too? No. Ah well, at least you were honest with me. Maybe one day you'll learn to appreciate the little things. Ayuna wants me to head back to the theater. I suppose the festival's around the corner. Practice makes perfect. Alright, I'll be on my way then. So that's 4 found. I'm trying to remember. I know there's the one in Grand Dream City. Route 7, 8, and 9 in Grand Dream City. Was there... I don't think there was one over here, but is there? I don't recall one over here. No. One in Grand Dream City. Just to double check. We found 4, right? I just want to make sure I got that right. Yes, 4, including... So I assume the spaces that are blank, so 3 left, okay. Oh, okay. There's 2 in Grand Dream City, the one with the dream one, the other one with the missing Pokemon, but there's another one on the island that I'm not remembering where she is. I mean, I kind of want to find that one before going to the ones in Grand Dream City. I don't think she was over here. No. I just saw a clip of her. Unless I was like a normal person. I was thinking maybe like the train area. No, I'm dumb. Obelisk Town. Right. That definitely was her. Such a sad sight. I remember when this town was bustling with energy. Now I'd be lucky to see a single dead leaf move. What's that? I need to head home as soon as possible. The festival's coming up, isn't it? Well, I suppose I should head back home now. Good day to you. So now we can go to Grand Dream City. Okay. So let's head on to the city. And let's do the police department one first. And then we'll do the Nightmare Realm second. I forgot what building she was in. Probably this one. Yes. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the pause there. Hello. Do you need to talk with this officer? I'm sorry, but that'll have to wait. Some thief stole my precious Pokemon while I was ordering food for us. Yes, about that. What did the thief look like? I'm not sure. They just seemed like any other kid. Do you know which direction they ran off in? It looked like he was running towards Grand Dream Station. They could honestly be anywhere at this point. Well, the Gearin City tram is out of service while we conduct our investigation with the broken track. So that could only mean that they're still in the city or Route 9. I'm sorry to ask this of you, but could you go look for this person? I can't afford to stay in this city for much longer. I have a festival to prepare for. So pretty much we want to fly on out of here and go get some kid for stealing her Pokemon. So I believe he should be not there. Over here. What do you want? I don't look suspicious, really. What? You're looking for someone who stole some Kimono girl's Pokemon. I don't know what you're talking about, weirdo. Get away from me. No. Fine, if that's how you want it to go, put him up. I certainly will. Earthquake here. And then as long as like you're level like 85, you should be fine. Doesn't really have a bad team though. Exploud, Snorlax, pretty solid Pokemon. But unfortunately Olympia is just too much. Aw man, all I wanted was a super cool Pokemon. Man, alright, I'll go back and give that Pokemon back to the Kimono girl. Where is she right now? She's at the police station in the Judical District. I'll make my way there then. And then you just kinda... Oh wait, right, I can't really fly back to the city. My bad. Head on down here. And then now I can fly here. Oops. I came back at last. The young man who stole my Pokemon returned. He said that a trainer bested him in battle and forced him to return what he stole. I'm assuming that was you, no? Well, even if that wasn't the case, I'm happy. I suppose I will head back home now. Goodbye. Cool, cool. And then... Oh goodness. Last time... Right, you were in one of those tunnels, but now that it's changed... I don't... Was it Mika's Cafe? I don't remember where you were, but I think she was at some sort of like table. I think? I don't think she was like in... Oh, I don't remember where she was. I might have to look this up. On like one of my old videos or something. Because I don't want to take... What? Oh, I guess because of the time. I don't remember. Maybe here? Here she is. Okay. Please go away. You're frightening me. It looks like she's having a nightmare. Okay, so I don't think I need to change my time to night. Oh, that's kind of neat. So you could literally like fly on top of like the balcony. Hey, Malia. Bye, Malia. Okay. Let me see. Okay, cool. So she should be... I'm gonna be real, I don't remember where she's at. Somewhere. Nightbox Theater. I don't know if she's in here. No. I've always found it neat. Put those there. It's locked. Okay. Back down here. Probably one of these areas then. Yep, here she is. And then this is your way to capture a Sableye for yourself. You are super cool. I love that. Hold up. I don't really want to attack it. Just on the off chance that I KO it. That is super cool. I like that. I got really lucky there. I'm not reading all of that. I have such a scary... Yeah. I'm glad that I was able to see you. Glad Right be able to go home and sleep and wake up. So that's pretty much all you gotta do for her. Real quick. Thanks, Dawn. I appreciate you. Okay. Let's get on out of here. And head back to the, I believe, the hospital district. Or sorry, the District of Hope. Excuse me there. Oh, you look familiar to me. Have we met before? In your dreams. We'll go with this one. Ah, I remember very clearly now. You saved me from that dastardly Sableye. I must thank you for doing that. I have been having terrible dreams ever since I've been in the city. What's that? Ayuna said we have to get back to the... get back so that we can practice. I suppose she's right. The festival is only a few days away, is it not? Alright, I guess I'll be on my way then. So with that being said and done, I believe that should be it for all the kimono girls. Knowing me, I'm probably missing one. But we're about to find out real soon, once we walk into here. Yes, we got it all. I can't do it anymore. I heard the kimono girls were back, so I took their challenge. I was completely destroyed. I couldn't defeat them all. I'm going to leave this place. I can't show my face to anyone around here. Well, that's a bro moment. Okay, so with that being said and done, I'm gonna have to make a team that works for this. Right, because if I'm not mistaken, I think I brought it before, it's all the EV evolutions. Like, not all of them have like 6 of each, but it's just 1 per kimono girl. So, yeah. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry for the pause there. I know yesterday I recorded about an hour and something minutes, and today I'm pretty much playing catch up on where I left off at, so yee. I believe we are about to get into the Kimono Girl Gauntlet battle, but before that, I do want to give some advice to new or repeat players that may get stuck, lost, or confused with this one, because the gauntlet battle can get a little bit tricky for some players. And of course, if you don't want to listen for whatever the reason may be, that's fine. In the comment section below, there should be a timestamp for when I actually get into the gauntlet battle, so go on ahead and skip ahead if you wish to do so within the comment section below. Now on to the advice to new and repeat players that would like some advice for this one. Of course, your levels. Whatever level cap that you're at, you should stick to that. There's no reason why you want to be under leveled. It's your game, it's up to you, but please don't be lazy about it. Stick to the level cap and make sure that your levels are at the highest point that they can be within your game and whatever chapter that you're on. The next piece of advice is optional. That is EV training. I know for some that may be doing story mode or classic mode and not really doing like a set mode, no items run. You don't have to EV train. I know I didn't for many years when I was playing this game, but now that I've changed my ways and joined the light side, EV training truly does make all the difference. It can get a little bit time consuming, I understand that, but I promise EV training really does make a difference with any, boss battle, rift battle, rival battle, etc, etc. So definitely take advantage of that since it is given to you. Now, the items, of course, berries, plates, etc, etc, they're there to be used. Do not be afraid to use them. I guess that's pretty much it, honestly, on the advice that I can give the players, so yeah. Now, about the battle itself, I think I brought it up on the first recording. If I didn't, I'll just re-say it here just in case. The gauntlet battle is, of course, the battle that you cannot stop until you've beaten all of them. Each one will have one EV evolution, starting with Flareon. Why am I blanking? Flareon, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Umbreon, Espeon, Glaceon, Leafeon, and Sylveon being the final. Now, the gauntlet battle isn't really going to go in that order, but each one will have one of those EV evolutions, so do keep that in mind. And I guess with that being said and done, I'll go on ahead and show the team that I made here. I do hope that this one will work against the Kimono Girl Gauntlet battle. I'm not certain that it will, but it's pretty much what I made, and time will tell if this will work or not. In all honesty, this battle really, even though it can sound a little bit tricky, it really isn't super terrible from what I can remember. But I may look like a complete idiot pretty soon. We'll see. But I don't remember it being super difficult or tricky compared to some of the other battles that you've done within the game. But anyways, on to the Kimono Girl Gauntlet battle. So all of my sisters have returned. Now that we're all here, would you like to complete our challenge? Voice crack there, sorry. You must defeat all of us in succession without losing once. Of course, if you're successful, then you'll receive a reward. So what do you say? Excellent. I'll just kind of speed up here. Do you believe that there is darkness present in everyone's heart? Do you believe that humanity isn't inherently evil? Perhaps I'll be able to change your mind about that. So by that text there, right. Let's go for reflect here. I'm just gonna get on out of here, go into you. I think that's okay. Let's just go for Mach Punch here. Hopefully we don't get hit by confusion too much. Okay, one more should do it. Perfect. Do you not wish to be with the darkness? I have been defeated, but we're just getting started, aren't we? They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I find fire to be quite beautiful. Destruction in its purest form must be preserved. Will you be able to escape my flame? Sound a whole lot of like Charlotte from Reborn. Okay, so I'm gonna go for reflect here, and then go into our Quagsire here. Nice. Earthquake is the only move that really makes sense to me. That burn definitely sucks, but I think we can make it work. I can feel my flame dwindling. Looks like I've been put out. You're not even close to winning yet, though. Nature is important, don't you think? What happens when Mother Nature is angry? Would you like to find out? Okay, so we got Leafy on here. I'm gonna go for Reflect. Yeah, I guess we can go into Sonar. I kind of thought about going for Yawn, but well, that kind of sucked there. Okay, cool. Nice. I thought I'd be able to win. I've been cut down, haven't I? How unfortunate. Oi, the mind is a wonderful thing, no? What could we do without it? What if I took your mind away from you? How would you act? So I assume that's Espeon there. Let's go for Light Screen. Okay, that's a little bit intimidating. That sucked a lot as well. Let's go for Signal Beam. Yeah, that special defense drop kinda sucked, honestly. Okay. The problem that I have is you're burned. You just don't really do anything. Mach would not take it out. I kind of want to keep Sonar around. I guess you're the only one that makes sense to me. I missed what that text said there, sorry. It seems that your mind has overcome mine. That's quite depressing. Water is the source of all life, did you know that? But water can consume those who underestimate it. Are you prepared to drown? I don't think so. Let's go for Light Screen. I think we'll go for Yawn. I think this should be fine. Okay. Such fire, my water cannot douse your soul. Oh dear, you're quite strong, aren't you? Oh, you're looking quite dull and lifeless. Maybe I can zap some energy into you. Okay, Jolteon, Light Screen. I'm gonna go for Yawn here again. Okay, Ice Cream's gone. I think Billy should be okay. That sucked. Okay, so Air Balloon. It's gone. I must have missed that earlier, because I would have gone for Earthquake, but I guess that worked out. Like, I'm saying, I didn't realize I had an Air Balloon, but kind of went for Aqua Tail on instinct, I guess. Oh, you're disgusting. I'm not gonna read that. I don't even know what that is. Have you experienced freezing temperatures? They'll have... Wait, what? You have? What is a cold truth? What are you on about? Let's just begin. Okay, so far... not too bad. I'm gonna go into you, actually. That's fine. Spore. Mach Punch. Okay. What is a cold truth and where can I buy one? You sure I can't look for one online? You've come very far. I am your final test. Do you think you can win? My darling Sylveon won't be beat by some mediocre trainer. Why don't you try and prove that you aren't one? Alright, one more to go. Excuse me there. I'm gonna go for Super Fang. I'm gone. Going to you. I should outspeed. And then... Perfect. So yeah, it definitely got pretty close with me. I know a lot of like unfortunate circumstances kind of happened, but again, as I've always said, if you have a fully level team, EV training, and just a very solid team that will work with you against this battle, there's like a multitude of ways you can go about this one, is just where I'm getting at. It's just experimenting and trying different things and whatnot, but if you do get really stuck, this team does work, and if you want to use it, you can. I can't believe you were able to defeat all of us so easily. Well, that was certainly an experience. You defeated all of us alone. Congratulations! Of course, as I've stated before, we have a reward for those who complete our challenge, and that reward is this. And then it is a shiny Eevee evolution. Sorry, Eevee, sorry. This Eevee was once a shadow Pokemon. Soda was able to purify it, but it still knows unusual moves. In addition to this Eevee, I would like to present you this. It's more of a personal token of my appreciation. A fitting reward, no? Perhaps you should come back when you're stronger alone. We'll have a more difficult challenge for you then. Cool, cool. Alrighty, so with that being said and done, you want to go to the hiker here, by the way. He'll give you a few stuff for doing the performance. Your performance was absolutely staggering. I want to give you this for giving me a great show. The more stamps you get, the more shops of the Somnium Mall you can access. So that's pretty much how you get one department store stamp. Okay, so with that, well actually, I'm kind of curious. I know I'm getting a little off track, because like next up we'll get into the, whatchamacallit, the aquarium quest. I'm just curious. I believe the mall is... Where was the mall again? Over here? How many stamps do I have? 8 stamps. Okay, cool. So I should be up to date on all of that. So now on to the... whatchamacallit. The... Right, what's that town again? Akua Town, right. Now, I'm gonna bring this up before, well, real quick, let me... Yeah, let me do this. Let me see if I can... Right, this is for the next episode, when I go into the other ones. Okay. Right, anyways, before I get into this quest in particular, I want to go over a few things. One... Oops, excuse me. I like died there for a second. Sorry about that. Right, before I get into the aquarium quest here, I do want to bring up that I did do a video on this one before, and if you want to just go to that one, it's fine. That one goes into a lot more detail. This one, I'm gonna be honest, I'm going to just go through this one really quickly because it's extremely time consuming. So yeah. But of course, I will show all the locations and all that kind of stuff. Now, in order to start this quest in particular, you gotta go to the back room, which is here. Also, it's kind of cool they could still activate that. Anyways, you want to talk to her here. Kind of looks like Nastasia a little bit. Probably the same sprite, but they changed it up a little bit to look a little different. Things are pretty bad here. What am I going to do? What's up? What's up? What's up? Well, I'll tell you what's up. When Team Zen attacked Akua Town, they stole all the Pokemon from this humble aquarium. Now that we're all back where we're supposed to be, we've got barely anything. The aquarium was Akua Town's biggest revenue generating attraction. Without this aquarium, Akua Town is sure to crash into nothing. How can I help? What? You want to help me out? Well then, how can I turn you away? You're a trainer, right? You traveled all around the region. In that case, could you catch water-type Pokemon and bring them back here? I promise that I will repay you back tremendously. You got it. Thank you. You're doing a good deed. Alright, I don't have a list of Pokemon for you to find, but the tanks and the attractions have nameplates for the Pokemon that belong there. Bring the Pokemon to their respective tanks and you can submit them there. Once you've submitted 10 Pokemon, please come see me. We're all counting on you. Please help us. Now, again, this one, there's no other way to go about it besides just saying it's just time consuming. It's a lot of flying, a lot of fishing, a lot of surfing and diving and yada yada yada. But she isn't lying. The rewards are very nice. If you get the 10 Pokemon, I think she gives you like a Super Rod and something else, but the end goal is you getting yourself a Froakie, some Karma Points, and I think a few other stuff as well, so it is very rewarding if you would like to have a Froakie. Now, as I've always said, I understand, like, you know, how some people are, that they're not really into doing these kind of like quests because they're time consuming. I understand it completely. I'm not going to disagree on that, and there is a lot that needs to be done with this one in particular, but I do promise that, well, it's really tricky because, like, I can't promise anything, of course. That's not really right of me to say, but knowing the story and you obtaining karma points for doing this, I can only assume that it definitely is worthwhile to do this, especially if you're doing the Paragon route. But again, it's totally up to you. Now, I will show this here. I think originally I was going to do this off screen and just like show the Pokemon and their locations, but I decided to just do it here. I think I got started a little bit. Right. So, I'm not gonna like capture 3 more Piplup. Whatchamacallit. One of the tanks is gonna require a Piplup, Prinplup, and Empoleon. So you want to come on in here, get yourselves 3 Piplups. So you can have, again, 1 Piplup, 1 Prinplup, and 1 Empoleon. But I do got those 3 there. Where did I get this guy at? Route 6. I think that might have been like a die spot, actually. But anyways, right, Piplups are there. I guess we'll go to Route 6, which is over here? Where's Route 6 at? Here, okay. So I guess over here, now I don't know if like Octillery is like a rare encounter, but I would assume I surfed around this area and found one. Now of course if you get yourself a Remoraid you should be fine, which I think Remoraid are around here as well. I don't quite remember. Or maybe you can only like, whatchamacallit. Oh well, right, there's also a Mantike here. You will need to capture a few of these guys because you need 1 Mantike and 1 Manti. Or Mantine, sorry. Also, I'm kind of curious. It seems to just be... I already have one of you. I'm kind of surprised, not one Remoraid? That's surprising. Can Remoraid only be caught by a fishing pole? No, you don't need a Whalmer. I don't remember a Whalmer in the tank. I know I do need a Remoraid though. Let me see. Where's my... Am I going crazy? Hold up. I thought Remoraid was in these waters. I'm just gonna look it up on the wiki, honestly. Because, like, I feel like I'm getting this wrong. Oh, it's all the way in the mines? I thought there was, like, some out here. My bad. Sorry about that. So I guess we're going over there. I guess before that, since we're on the island, I'll show a few things here. Some of the Pokemon are going to be under like this dive spot over here. And I know this is going to be like a little bit like scattered and whatnot. Again, I have a more concise video for you. I think you do need a Pyukumuku. I don't quite remember, actually. Please, stop. Stand a ball, please. Please, sir. Thank you. I don't remember if you do need one, but I think you do. But anyways, Krabby, no, it's not one that you need. Right, so you have like some like grass down here pretty much. That's kind of cool. Would you take a Psychic? Not anymore. Oh, you do. Nice. Bruh. I assume it's gonna... Okay, cool. Anyways, in the grass here, Chinchou is one that you need. Same thing with like Lantern. So if you want to get yourself a couple of these, I would recommend you do so. Now there are a few others underwater that you will need. So there's the Lantern there. Clawitzer is one that you will need. So I would recommend that you capture this guy here. I'm just gonna Super Fang. And... okay. So we got that guy there. Let me go to... You don't need one of these, I just want the Black Prism. So that guy's there. Got these guys there. I need a Remoraid. Corsola on the beach, right? And in the cave. Okay, I think those are like the main ones that you get under here. There might be a few others, but for the most part, that's all you really need. So let's get on out of there. and we'll go to Aquamarine Cave real quick. Now in here, you mainly want to get some seal, or not seal, sorry. What is it? Spheal, sorry, Spheal. And then get 3 of them, because you will need a Walrein, Celio, and then Spheal. So do keep that in mind as well. And I think that's pretty much it for down here. And then I believe like there's some Corsola that walk around. I believe you do need one. I don't quite remember, but I would capture one just in case. Now Luminion and... what was the other one again? Finneon, right. That's in Dark-like Woods. I'll just fly there real quick. Just to show it. Pretty much, if you just surf anywhere in the water, they pretty much just appear there. I believe fishing works just as fine as well. I'll just kind of show it here. Where was it again that I surfed at? Or maybe it was only for fishing. Am I going crazy? I thought there was an area that you can surf. Yes, here. So yeah, Finneon. And then... well, I guess there's a quag there. But you get the point. You can capture Finneon, evolve it to a Luminion. So... yeah, I do think there is like a chance to get yourself a Luminion here. It's just a little bit of like a low roll. Okay, sorry, back now. Now we want to go back to Akua Town. So, over here, not you. I believe it's on the beach, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, you do want yourself a Clauncher. So we'll go on ahead and capture you. Now with that being said and done, let me go to our PC. And... actually, you know what? Before I do that, let me at least get the Remoraid. So we can evolve the... actually, how does Mantine work again? I want to make sure I get this right. I think it needs a Remoraid in the party. Yes, you need a Remoraid in the party. Okay, so... Sheridan Village. Go on down here. And it said it should be common. Alright, I got my thing on. I'll just do 100. I guess like here should be fine. Here we go. So you do want... I think you actually need like 2 of these. I don't quite remember. Like 1 to evolve it, and then you might need just 1 more. And again, I'm kind of going off of memory, which is probably not a smart thing to do. Sorry, let me get my cursor off the screen. There we go. I was about to turn up the one thing for a second, but we're good. Okay. Nice. Okay, so let's get on out of here. Now we can fly back to Akua Town. Now, if you want to get them all, you can, of course. I'm just going to go about this in pieces, mainly because there are some Pokemon that will require a Super Rod in order to obtain, so I just kind of want to donate some of these guys, and then just kind of like, you know, move on with the next ones. Am I blind? Yes, I am. It's in this room. For the Walrein and... Yes, okay. So let's get this room done first. So we'll go on to our remote PC. I feel like a word of the word, sorry. Alright, I guess we'll move these guys on out. And then 1, 2, 3, and then Spheal, and then you. Now, do be cautious when evolving them with some of the more like, I don't want to word it. Oh, you like your candies, like the XL candies, large, etc., etc. So again, we want to keep one Piplup. We do one Prinplup. And again, the moveset doesn't matter. So I'm not really gonna teach it anything. So we have one Prinplup here. Again, moveset doesn't really matter. This one I'm gonna get 5, so we could just get it all the way up to a... I guess it didn't really matter. I'll just pause here to save time. Okay, so off screen I involved these two, and then got Celio right there. So what we're gonna do is submit a Piplup. Next up is a Prinplup, and then Empoleon, and then our Spheal, and our Celio. And then we're gonna go on to the PC. Let's grab our other one so we can evolve it into a Walrein. And then let's grab our Chinchou, Lantern. Grab one of these guys there, because you don't want to accidentally evolve both of them. Like if you had 2 Mantike and then 1 Remoraid, because that would be a little bit unfortunate. So again, same thing here. You just want to, you know, level them up with your candies, and yeah. Alrighty, so got the Walrein here. We will donate that one here. And then this room is fully completed, so we don't have to worry about this one anymore. Next up is... I'm gonna be real, I don't remember where these two go. Okay, so you do need a Pyukumuku, so good thing I capture that one. Octillery and Remoraid. Okay, so we can donate the Remoraid here, and our Octillery right there. That guy goes in there. And then... I don't quite remember... Oh, here we go. You go in there. Whoops. You go in there. There should be an area for a Mantike, though. Oh, okay. So we can donate... these two then. I guess since we're over here, let's grab these as well. And then on the other side was the Clauncher and Clawitzer. But I'm pretty sure there was a spot for a Mantike. Shelter and Cloister, we'll do that later. Was I mistaken? Maybe it's in this room. Sharpedo, no. No. Again, I apologize I don't have this memorized. I probably should have. Mantike and Mantine. Yes, here we go. So then we'll grab this guy here. Then we got these guys there, which I'll get into these in a moment. Right, because they need a certain item to evolve. Okay. I think with that, before we continue onwards, that definitely should be more than 10. Excuse me there. I'm very busy. Is there something you wanted? Check the tanks. Let's see here. At least 10 Pokemon have been put back into the tanks. This is incredible. You're doing an amazing job, I promise. With this many tanks refilled, I think we can reopen, but we'll have to reduce the admission price and such. Oh sorry, that's boring stuff only I have to worry about. And as for you, I'm making you a full-fledged employee, no admission fee needed for you. In fact, I would like to pay you for your work. So we got 60 grand. Your face is beaming, but I have one more gift for you. Found this in the back a while ago. Hopefully this helps things out. Please come back to me when you filled the tanks with at least 20 Pokemon total. Okay, so we're at least getting somewhere, and I think what I'm gonna do is let me stop here for a second, and I think I'm just gonna take a photo of the tanks and what we do still need to get, so I can at least have some sort of list. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry for the pause there. I got the remaining water type Pokemon that we need to donate to the aquarium quest listed off here, and I'll go on ahead and read the remaining ones that we need to capture. We will need a Marini and Toxapex, a Staryu, a Carvanha and Sharpedo, Starmie, a Corsola and Relicanth, a Bruxish and Pukamuku, which we do already have. We will need a Shelter, Cloister, Huntail, Gorbis, Clamperl, Lovedisc, Alamolamola, and a Wishy-Washy being the final one. So I think to keep things simple, let's go after the Clamperl, Huntail, and Gorbis first. And there's actually a few others that are down below here. Now, before I get into this, I do want to get into some details. You must have started and completed Shipwreck in order to get to this location. If you did not do that, you must do that in order to get these Pokemon. So do keep that in mind. I think there may be some areas that you can get a Clamperl and all, but I believe for some of the other ones like Toxapex and Marini, I think this is the only location. Unless there's this obscure area that it's like a really rare chance to get one. I think this is the only place that you can get one, but I might again be mistaken, so you may want to look into that yourself. But anyways, let's go on down here, and there should be a room pretty much full of Clamperl. We'll go there soon, but real quick, we'll go on ahead and get this guy here since we're already here. Now, I should have said earlier, there's honestly like a lot of, Pokemon that you need for the aquarium quest down here, so yeah, but again, I will go over everything that you do need. A Sharpedo is one that you will need. Now, Carvanha, I believe, is all the way on Terrajuma, so we'll circle on back there once we go through all of this first. So, since you're already down here potentially, you'll want to go on ahead and capture a Sharpedo if you have not already. I don't really want to attack it because I know it's really frail. And plus, I don't have my other Pokemon with me. There we go. So that's 2 there. And let's see here. Corsola there. We already captured one of those. Now these guys, unfortunately, you can't really get yet. I'll go over the evolution stuff real quick once I get to the room with the clan pearl, because it can get a little bit tricky. Nice. I think I just lost, actually. Maybe not. I don't know why I didn't go for charge beam, honestly. Wasn't thinking. I guess liquidation's the only move that makes sense. No thank you. I guess I should actually do this real quick, just in case. Let me grab my Ampharos here. Now, as you can see, I already captured these three here. Actually, where'd the Sharpedo go? I bet it went into a different box. I'll find it later. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Let's see, is it... No, it's not that room there. Maybe... Okay, we got another guy here. I'll just pause real quick. Alright. Got that guy on out of the way. I know it's in one of these rooms. I assume we just gotta keep going up. See, that's closed off. Right, here's a love disc. This is one that you do need. Now, I did give some advice on these guys. If you have the TM Thief, it's a really smart idea, if you ever get time to come on down here and farm some heart skills, honestly. Because, if you remember with the Sheridan lady that does the, like, move relearner stuff, you know? Also, I kind of want my water-type Pokemon to stay in this box. I have no idea where they're all going. Because that's my normal one. 1 second, actually. Alright, it's official. I'm stupid. I don't know why I wasn't thinking. They're in the actual team here, not in the PC. At first I was like, wait a minute, where are they going? And yeah, that was a dumb moment there. Sorry about that. But anyways, the advice on the love disc. Yeah, if you have like a Team Thief, you should definitely like farm some hard scales to like relearn some certain moves and whatnot. That's only if you want to, of course. Now, if I can... There we go. Real quick. Because you're just going to be faster. Technically, the Sharpedo would be the fastest, but that's okay. So I believe this room has the... No? Huh. Maybe I'm being dumb. I know the Marini's up here, which you do want to capture too, but I thought there was a room that had a bunch of like Clan Pearl that you can capture. But real quick, I'll just pause here and capture these two real quick. And then, I guess I could capture all three. Because like Marini's honestly like a really like solid Pokemon, more so Toxapex. I'm not super into like stall like Pokemon, but Marini's not a bad Pokemon honestly for teams, so I could definitely see me maybe using one down the line. Maybe? I'm not really sure, honestly. Let's see here. The other two are much more easy. This guy just wants to be stubborn. There we go. Okay, so we got those three there. Let's see if I can find... Okay, not there. Real quick, just to double check. Maybe because... Minori Coral Reef, yeah. Would that be... No? I don't know why. I really thought there was a room in here full of Clan Pearl. Maybe because I captured them... They just don't like appear anymore? But I thought it always like reset it. I guess we can find out here actually. Yeah, so those guys appear there. Let me just keep looking around real quick, because I feel like I'm going crazy, but I really thought there was some clam pearl here. Okay, there's a Gorbis in there. Is it that room? I don't really want to battle you, but we'll go on ahead and do it. Maybe I was mistaken. I don't know why. I really thought one of these rooms had a bunch of clam pearl in it. Apologies for that. There's a Corsola there. Get this guy out of the way. Yeah, maybe I was mistaken, or maybe I missed a room. I don't really know. I really thought the clam pearl was in there. But regardless, we got quite a few Pokemon that we needed, so that's okay. Now, let's see here. Next up, we can go... Let's go to... Well, let's go here real quick, actually. Where is... Is this Minori up here? Oh wait, I'm not doing fly, sorry. Let me see. No, it's just Route 6. Where was Minori C again? Here, so maybe it's like a dive spot over here then. I guess so. Then if that's the case, let's just keep it simple. Let's go to Terrajuma first before I worry about the Clam Pearl. I believe it's in this channel that has the Carvana. Right, you do want to capture one of these guys here. Right, and again, with the Huntail and Clam Pearl, in order to, Clam Pearl, evolve it into, man, I'm blanking today. Gorbis and Huntail, you need the Deep Sea Tooth and a Deep Sea Scale. You can use Thief on a Carvana. It's a low chance, but that's how you get the item, the Deep Sea Tooth. And then on a Relicanth is the Deep Sea Scale, which evolves into, well, with that item on a Clam Pearl, it'll evolve it into a Gorbis. Now, I'm not going to go that road, mainly because a viewer from the old Aquarium Quest told me that if you get, you know, the stamps, you could just buy them in the Somnium Mall, I think is how you pronounce it. So we're going to go the easy route. Now, if you don't have all of the stamps available to get that, you can simply just get Thief, the team, if you don't have it. It's on Route 2. It's like a rock climb area. I don't remember if you need Cut in order to get to that area, but I know you do need rock climb, so just look around there and you should be able to find it. I know I showed it off like multiple times, but it really isn't that difficult to find, honestly. And I guess I could like show it like real quick as well pretty soon. But real quick, I want to look for this Clam Pearl. Hold up. So maybe it is like a dive spot. Or maybe a thing with fishing, perhaps? I don't think it's in here. I don't know why, because it's just at 3. Maybe Maybe I did use like a fishing rod or something, perhaps. Could be a nighttime thing too. Alright, sorry for the pause there. I just want to make sure like I at least like, you know, show the locations of them. Are they maybe down here? I see that there. Real quick, what level are they again? Well, 72, so I mean this would be an ideal spot. Let me see. Not you. Okay, yeah, so if you do have dive, you can find them on over here. Okay. I do apologize about the boat. I really thought that they were on the boat, honestly. Oh, right, and down here, I know I already have one captured, but you can get a Relicamp on down here, so make sure you do grab that guy as well. Now, of course, I will be grabbing this shiny because it actually looks really cool. Hopefully it won't be... there we go. Nice. Don't need to worry about that. But yeah, again, Relicamp down here, definitely do want to capture that guy. If you happen for your game. For the quest itself. Okay. So, let's get on out of here. And... let's do Shelter next. Now, we do have a few Shelter in the PC. Let me see. Should be on over here. So we'll go on ahead and multi-move those. I should have moved these closer, but that's okay. Now, these... how do I want to word it? There's two locations from my memory. The easiest one, within the pyramid, you can actually find them in the 8-bit world. It was actually like really cool that with the Dr. Isha quest, if you like traverse through it, there's like this area where like you can like surf around and then you can actually find them just chilling around. So if you've done that quest and gone through all of that, that's probably the easiest way to get them. Now, if you have not done that quest, I believe with a super rod, I think over here, now you must have completed forest restoration in order for this to happen. So do keep that in mind as well. But I believe within the water here, you can fish up for one as well. I guess I could show it real quick. And just confirm if I'm right or wrong about that. I'm almost certain that you can. There we go. It should be the last one, right? Right. Oh, you can't? I thought you can surf. Or surf. I thought you can fish here. Really? Maybe they changed it. Okay, hold up. I need to turn this off. Oops. Let's just do like 300. Can you... maybe they... I don't know why, I really thought... maybe it is only with like the Dr. Isha one. But remember all the older versions, you were able to like surf and fish around? Really? I'm actually kind of surprised by that. Unless I'm being really dumb right now, which is very, very possible. I mean, it's not letting me surf and all of that, so... Maybe they did change it. I guess somebody could like let me know about that then. But I guess if that's doing that, let me at least show the location on these guys then. I apologize about that. I know in the older versions you were able to. So that's really odd to me. But anyways, if you've done this quest, even if you haven't done the quest, I'm pretty sure you can still do this, question mark? I don't see why you couldn't. But I might be mistaken. Either way, I would still recommend that you know, of course, do the Dr. Isha quest. I love Porygon, man. Hold up. Come here, buddy. Fun fact, Porygon Z is in my top 10 favorite Pokemon. I don't know what it is, I just love the Porygon line. Porygon, Porygon 2, and Porygon Z. They're just so cool. Please. Plus, I remember the rare times. That's kind of cool, too. Like the rare times and, like Gen 6 UU and even... I don't know if I really used it much with Gen 7 OU. I know that was a like Z conversion thing. I wasn't really like a fan of that just because of it. Like, it was really good, but I didn't really like using stuff that was like super good, if that makes sense. Like, whatchamacallit, like Magirna and stuff like that, etc, etc. I was definitely a weird player during those eras, but... Anyways, I was gonna say during Gen 6, though... What am I doing? Oh, right. Here's what I want to do. I remember using, like, Choice Specs, which was really fun. Like, Choice Specs Hyper Beam. Very wacky, but a lot of fun. I don't think I'm going the right... Excuse me, the right way. Actually, hold up. Can't I just surf? I'm being stupid, I'm sorry. I'm talking and not really paying attention. So let me do this. Go into this one. There should be a... No, we just went there. I'm sorry, I'm still like getting used to like this layout and all. I know I'm not going crazy. There was this area that... That's where we did the one event. But I remember with like Dr. Isha and all of that, there was this room. Was it this? Yes, we're in the right area now. So it was on... Yeah, here we go. Now there are multiple on the other side. So if you do not have a shelter, and even if you're not doing the quest for whatever reason, Cloyster is a very solid Pokemon, so yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't want one. But yeah, make sure you capture 2 of those, 3 if you want to keep one for yourself. Okay, so the boat's there. Let's see if we can get on out of here. That works. Or maybe not. It's okay, we made up. Good for you, Arena. Good for you. I like how I went back here to solve that, because that's definitely new. Okay, I think I can... I guess somehow get back this way. Yes. I think I kinda know where I'm going now. Maybe. Not really. Okay. I think we go this way, and... No, I don't want to do that. I should be able to just do this. Yes. Perfect. Okay. So with those on out of the way, we still need a... Where'd the Pikachu come from? The pyramid. Okay, I guess we got a Pikachu somehow. I really honestly don't know how that happened, but... Okay. Let's see here. So we got these guys there. Okay. I believe we still need a... We need a few other Pokemon. Right, the Starmie and Staryu. Right, that will have to be a nighttime encounter. So... Right, let's go all the way back to Terrajuma, the shipyard. And you will need to change your time to nighttime. Alright, I'm back. So, let's see here. Oh, right, you will need a gourmet treat, right. So, do keep that in mind. And of course, we'll need 2 of them. So we'll go on ahead and get this guy here. And this guy. Okay, hopefully it won't be too annoying. There we go. Let's see. Right, the Bruxish, however you pronounce that Pokemon's name. I believe it's all the way up here if I'm not mistaken, actually. I think you just kind of surf on... Where was it again? I think over here. Or well, you used to be able to. There should be... Is there not a surf area? Well, back then it used to be like on over here. So I guess they changed it then, because I don't think you can really use a super rod here. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, I guess another mistake on my part, because like on the wiki it shows here, but I know during V13 you were able to, right, yeah, you were definitely able to like surf around here and whatnot, because like it shows the Isle of Angels, but I guess they changed it. Okay, so let's go to River's End then. And if I missed the surfer water spot, then that's just me being stupid. Apologies for that. But yeah, let's go to River's End. Because like it shows with a good rod, you can, I guess, get one. So we're gonna do that. And then the good rod is obtained by a fisherman on... Actually, let me show the map real quick. On Genobi Pass. He should be, I think, inside the Pokemon Center? I think. If not, it should be a fisherman somewhere around that area. Okay, cool, so there is one here. So we'll go on ahead and capture you. Again, I do apologize for like the mistakes that I'm making. I know it probably should have been better. I know the one episode, does it much more clearly, but to be fair, it's probably a good thing that I decided to do this on the series, because the locations and whatnot are somewhat different now. So yeah. Hopefully you'll stay. Okay. Please. I just don't really have... I mean, I guess I got some of these guys. Alright, I'm back. I decided to just do this off screen real quick, just because it was taking a little bit to capture it. Okay, so we got that guy there. Next up is the Alamola and Wishy Washy, right? And am I forgetting another one? Sorry for the chair there. Wishy Washy, Alamola, Bruxish. No, I think it's only those two. Nice. Okay, so I'm trying to remember. I think, was it Route 2 that I got my Alamola with a super rod? I might be mistaken. I'll give it a try. Okay, so Poliwrath. But I think it's like a rare chance. But then again, it seems that they've made some changes with some of the locations, so... we'll see. We will see. Okay, Sea King. So it's got a few decent Pokemon out here. Poliwrath again. I may just pause for a moment. I'll give it one more try. 2 more tries. Yeah, I'll pause real quick. Alright, I'm back. So, I've been going about this for a little bit. I had to stop to do some stuff, and now I'm picking up where I left off at. Now, I went back to my old video going over this quest in particular, and it looks like I was all the way in Evergreen for this one. So we're just gonna go on over there. I'm not sure if the wiki is wrong or outdated or what it is, but I know when I looked at it, it showed that with I think a good or super rod, you should be able to get one on over here. So maybe that's a mistake or outdated, something of the sort. But anyways, we'll go on ahead over here, and hopefully we'll be able to get one much more quickly on over here. Okay, so we got some Celia over here. I'll give it a few more tries, and then, as usual, I'll pause until we get ourselves a Alamola. Oh, well, there we go. Nice. So we'll go on ahead and capture you. And we have one more being the Wishy Washy, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll just pause here and I'll see you guys in a moment when I capture this guy. Oh, well, I guess I didn't have to. Perfect. Alright, so one more to go, and that is Wishy Washy. I know we're getting close to the end of this episode, going over a bunch of small to medium and some large quests. I do apologize for the length of this episode. I didn't really intend for it to be this long, but in all honesty, I'm pretty happy with it, because it allows me to just, you know, complete a lot of these, you know, quests and whatnot. I feel like I could have done this, you know, better, of course, but what's done is done, and I think it's just kind of easier to go about it in these more lengthy and long episodes. Now, of course, Wishy Washy, I believe, has a much more better chance with the Super Rod than the Good Rod, but I would assume both should be okay to use. Maybe only a Super Rod works, I'm not entirely sure. But again, I would assume the super rod's just gonna be better. Okay. So, right, the deep sea tooth and the deep sea scale. Before we get into donating and evolving, I want to go over that real quick. If you do not have enough stamps for them all, that is a-okay. Like I brought up before, I will show you guys how to get the TM Thief. So let me actually turn that off. There we go. So if I'm not mistaken, you need to cut here, and up here will be the TM Thief. And like I mentioned before, in the one channel where I got that Carvana, you will need to teach a Pokemon Thief and just keep using that move on the Carvana within that water channel until you get a Deep Sea Tooth. It is a low chance to get one, so you might be there for a little while. And then the Deep Sea Scale, like that one dive spot we went to where you saw some of the like static Relicanth just swimming around and whatnot, you will have to use Thief on them and get lucky enough to get yourself a Deep Sea Scale. Now, of course, if you have enough of the department store stamps, from what the one commenter brought up to me about a year or so ago on that episode, it looks like you can actually buy them within the mall. So we are going to take a peek at that, and I'm just going to go the easier way instead of spending a ton of time doing that. So I don't quite know which floor it's on, honestly. Battle items. Okay, evolutionary. Well, I know it said stones, but it doesn't hurt to take a peek just in case. Nope. I actually do need some moonstones, actually. So we'll grab those. That's berries. Those are gems. I don't think it'd be under general stuff. It's gotta be on one of these floors. Let me see. Candy store, no. Okay, not that one. Okay, these seem to be berries. Okay, so you can actually buy some of these. That's actually nice to know. Oh, here we go. Nice. So we'll just buy one of these. And actually, I think I need... No, I guess I already had one. Prism scale. I guess it doesn't hurt to buy one. Oh well, we already have some. I'll just pass them. I don't need to be shopping. I need to be wrapping up this series here. Or not series, the episode. Okay, so we went on ahead and bought those. So now we're gonna walk on out here and whoops, and fly all the way to Akua Town. There we go. And we are going to start donating. Okay, so let me get my PC readied up. Okay, so you gotta go. You gotta go. Wait, sorry. You gotta go. Okay, so we have the love disc. Where's the Alamola? Grab that there. Sharpedo, Carvana. Let me do this. Let me take you away for now, because I kind of want to do them in order. Somewhat in order. Also, where's the other Toxapex? Here they are. I forgot what level they evolve at, because I don't believe they need... Yeah, they don't need like an item or anything like that to evolve. Pretty good move right there, but since we're donating it, I'm not gonna really care or bother. I guess that love disc is kind of low on HP. I know it's just a game, but I kind of feel bad for it. Let's get them healed up. Much better. Much, much better. Okay, so... I gotta remember where... I believe it was in one of these aquariums. Well, I guess we could do the RNE. Oops. And Toxapex there. Mantine and Mantique. Okay. Carvana and Sharpedo. That's for Staryu and Starmie, so that's for the Corsola. Cloyster. So it's gotta be in one of these ones then. Right? Yes. And then we need to get a few more from the PC here. Right, I will grab this guy. We'll need you. Take that as well. Take the Wishy-Washy. And the Pukamuku. Okay, so back here. Alamola. Over here is for Wishy-Washy. Cool, cool. Let's see. We don't have that one just yet. Nope. Yes, here we go. We could donate that one. And Pukamuku. And then let me add a few more here. Let's grab some of these Shelder. I'm pretty sure it doesn't need like an evolutionary stone for these ones. The Staryu will need a water stone, just so you're aware. I'm sure most probably know about that, but if you didn't know that, you will need a water stone. So we'll take those items because we could sell those. Well, we're pretty good on money, so I guess it doesn't really matter, but we'll take them regardless. Okay, so I should have a water stone. I think it's up here. Yes. Okay. Go ahead and donate you there, and you there. And then does Cloyster evolve by? Yes, it does. You need a water stone as well. So I was mistaken, sorry. I think it said earlier that it didn't need a evolutionary stone, but it actually does. Sorry for, again, being wrong about that. Okay, so we'll donate Shelder. Donate Cloyster. And then let me just add one of these guys. And then I think that should be it. Let me just double check real quick. So we had 2, 4. I don't know why I'm counting, but okay. So we had the Walrein, Empoleon, Prinplup, and Piplup over there. Okay, so we got all of that. That looks good. That looks good. Oh, my bad. Okay. Right. Let's get these guys on in here. And then I don't think the levels really matter. I'm not certain. Let me see. And then I think you could just level them up and you should be good. I don't know why it went up like that, sorry. How do you evolve these guys again? Okay, it appears I kind of... Well, yeah, I messed up because I didn't really remember this part. Sorry about that. Apparently they need to be traded in order to evolve, which means we gotta go back to the mall. and buy some of those link hearts. Apologies about that. It's been a long while since I've done this quest, so yeah, sorry about that. And I feel like I could have done this one better, honestly, but that's okay. Hopefully for the most part this might help someone, even if it's just one. Okay. Oh, I guess I have a bunch of these. I didn't realize I did. My bad. I guess I didn't have to fly all the way back here. But if you do have some, then you should be good. Now, I know about the one, so I guess some of them, like, you could find around, like, on, like, rocks and whatnot if you just, like, press A on them, so... E. Okay, back here. To the back we go, because I don't know where my heart scales are. Sorry, link hearts, sorry. And then... Nice. Okay, now we should be good. Hopefully. So I think with that being said and done, I think that's it. Just looking around real quick. Room looks good. Yeah, I think we're good, honestly. We'll see what she has to say then. Check the tanks. Let's see here. Stupendous! That's at least 20 Pokemon logged into the aquarium. Like before, I'd like to pay you for your work. Please take it. Okay, we're in the final stretch now. Come back to me once you've logged 34 Pokemon into the aquarium. Akua Town is counting on you. Welcome back, Alon. Is there something you need? Check the tanks. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, 34 Pokemon have been accounted for in this aquarium. That means that all of our tanks are finally filled up. We can reopen. This is wonderful news. We'll do it right away. Please wait here. Akua Town is saved, and it's all thanks to you. Please allow me to repay you for everything you've done. Please take this as well. And then we got ourselves a Froakie there and some money. These were just things Valerie set aside to give away at some point, but you've helped so much, I think you should have these. Thank you so much for your help, Alon. You've done a great deed. Thanks again. Right, and I think you get... I have to relook at it. I think it's like actually 3 karma points that you obtain by doing this quest. It might only be 1. I'd have to look into that again, but yeah, overall, it's a really fun quest. I know it definitely is time consuming and it is a lot of like running around, flying around, etc, etc, but I don't know, I enjoy it. It's a really fun quest. You get some really cool items, so yeah. And I can't imagine when we go back to like Neverwinter and whatnot that there wouldn't be maybe a scene with everybody with the aquarium. Maybe not like visiting it, but maybe some like dialogue text like, it's kind of like sad that nobody's like done anything here about it. Versus if you actually did it, oh wow, Alon's here to, you know, save the day once again, or whatever your, you know, name may be for the pro tag. Because I know that happens throughout the story here and there, depending on like the choices you make, the dialogue, or sorry, not the dialogue, but the quests that you do, etc, etc. So yeah, the dialogue is what I'm trying to get at, can alter depending on the choices that you make. But anyways, that's enough of that, because I can go on and on and on. This video is very lengthy, but I'm happy with it. We got a lot of stuff done. Next episode, we will be getting into some of the pseudo encounters, starters that are obtainable within the game, and then I guess some other like Pokemon that I would like to capture throughout the region and whatnot. So yeah, I want to get all of that done next episode, and then we have one more getting into the badge doors quest. That's pretty much how you get yourself a ghastly and see some pretty cool lore stuff once you unlock all the doors. We have the dive spot for Heliojack Island and the Aquamarine Cave area. There's some really cool heavy lore stuff between both of those, so I will be doing some spoiler rants on those two, and also the door one as well. We have Strange House, and then the the submarine quest, because that also has some lore stuff. So yeah, I feel like I'm being repetitive, but you get the point. We're at the final stretch of this, quest segment within the series, and then after those 2 episodes, we're right back into the main story. So yee, I love you guys. Take care of yourselves out there. Wishing you all the best in life. Voice crack there. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Love you guys. Take care. Good morning.